Press release of World Spiritual Assembly New York, USA. Press release dated September 26, 2020. Press release titled Final Warning to Chief Imam of Mecca and Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia along with all of the hypocrites and follower of Wahhabi and Salafi followers of Bangladesh to properly respect, honor and love the beloved Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad SM, peace be upon him. 1,400 years ago, after the conquest of Mecca, Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, SM, PBUH, while doing tawaf, had prayed for the people of Sham, Syria, and then people of Yemen. Finally a third group came from Najd, requesting prayer. Prophet denied and said in strong voice, the horn of Shaitan will rise from Najd, which will cause greatest fitna amongst his ummah. Hence in 1740s AD Abd al-Wahhab along with Ibn al-Saud made a pact to spread their Wahhabi and Salafi version of Islam across the Arab Peninsula, which destroyed the backbone of reality of Islam. After the 1920s, the Wahhabi and Salafi movement had spread in the Indian subcontinent, primarily through institutions like Deoband Madrasa, Qa'ami Madrasa and organizations like Jamaat Islami, Tabligis as well as public figures like Zakir Naik, particularly in Bangladesh Kamaluddin Jafri, Ahmed Shafi, Hunaid Babu Nagori, Mamun ul-Haq, Fazil Karim, Rizal Karim, Mian Rahman Ihari, Tariq Manawar, Amir Humza, Delwar H. Sayedi, Abdur Razak, and Hafizur Rahman Siddiq. The Wahhabi and Salafi version of Islam lowers the identity and dignity of Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, SM, PBUH. Allah the Almighty declared war against those who disrespects the Holy Prophet, also confirmed they have birth problems along with having several diseases, in accordance of Surah Al-Kalam, Holy Quran. It is crystal clear they are supporters of ISKCON and fanatic Jews followers whom are working directly to destroy the real truth of Islam in Bangladesh. Chief Imam of Moshijul Haramain Sheikh Abdul Rahman al-Sudais and Grand Mufti Sheikh Abdul Aziz al-Ashiq of Saudi Arabia are Wahhabi, not STLM. WSA advises them as well as all of above-mentioned hypocrite followers of Wahhabi and Salafi ideologies to learn Holy Quran properly, also must be respectful properly to the founder of Islam and last beloved prophet of mankind and Islam in accordance of Holy Quran Surah Azab 56, or else they must pay at the court of Allah and his beloved prophet Hazrat Muhammad, SM, PBUH, as well as to Imam Mahdi, PBUH. Do not misguide and mislead the Muslim community. It should be mentioned here that those who are proclaiming themselves as muftis, maulanahs and public speakers but continuously disrespecting the Holy Prophet Muhammad, SM, PBUH, and his family members, Almighty Allah directly burns their faces, hearts and minds. And they do not have any light, nu'ah, on their face, hence they look like dogs, pigs and direct descendants of Shaitan. Those mentioned above should be punished in accordance of the Islamic Sharia for disrespecting the Holy Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, SM, PBUH, and his family members, albeit there are so many Sufi darbars and Khanrakas in Bangladesh which had been occupied by the so-called followers whom are actively destroying the true and real teachings of Sufi saints. Some of those of Khanka, darbars and so-called Pras are Hashmatullah at Roshi from Faridpur, Diwan Bagi from Arambagh Dhaka, Shorshina and Kormona from Barishal, Kutubah from Farmgate Dhaka, so-called Pur from Saidabad Bus Terminal Dhaka, and Jermain Ramanaya Sholo Shahar, Pikelash, Chittagong, Joinpuri so-called Pur and Dorbarshire from Maymanshing, Mazebandar from Chittagong, Controversial Tariqat Federation, of Kakrail Bangladesh, Baitis Sharaf Dorbar, Doniwala Para, Kodamtali, Chittagong, Dazal Islam Bishaw Dorbar of Amanullah, Mithakura, Chittagong, so-called Paramadullah 44 Razampur Borodaya Sharif Dhaka, Bangladesh, also so many others. After the Battle of Karbala in 61 Hijri, the Muslim Ummah got divided into two groups. One group under the leadership Hazrat Hussein, PBUH, had only 83 members at Karbala, whom are at the right path, and the other Munafiq group consisting of 22,000 members under the leadership of Yazid ibn Muawiyah, whom were misguided. Yazid's Munafiq group had killed and murdered 77 members from al-Bayt. Only Hazrat Zain al-Abidin, PBUH, and Zainab bint Abu Talib, PBUH, along with their family members were alive to spread the true reality of Islam today. In lifetime of Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, SM, PBUH, Prophet openly declared that, after his departure to Jannah, heaven, there will be two groups, under the leadership of Hazrat Hussein, PBUH, which will be the beacon of true Islam and follower of his family, al-Bayt, in another group Yazid ibn Muawiyah, which will have the misguided 72 sects of followers such as Sunni, Shia, Wahhabi, Salafi, Tablighi, Jamaat Islami, Al-Sunnah, Ahmadiyya, Qadiani, Rafidiyas, Khawarij and other sects whom will be directly going to Jahannam, hellfire. His Eminency Dr. Hazrat Sheikh Shah Sufi Mn Alam states, if you want to be a true Muslim, you must show proper love, respect and honor for the beloved Prophet Muhammad, SM, PBUH, and his family members, with your attitude, gratitude and actions. Signed sealed by His Eminency Dr. Hazrat Sheikh Shah Sufi Muhammad Nurul Alam. 43rd, direct descendant from the Prophet of Islam, Hazrat Muhammad SM, PBUH. President, World Spiritual Assembly New York, USA.